Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days, welcome to this week's CWC review, and we got an absolute dream match to kickstart this week's show. Tozawa against Gran Metalik, and it didn't disappoint. This, I would have to say, is, I think it might be my third favourite match. It could be my second, but I think it's my third. I can't see how anything's going to overtake Ibushi against Cedric Alexander. I loved everything about that. And then Gargano against Ciampa as well. I mean, just so hard hitting. They gave everything. But this really was up there. And so I think it probably sits third in my list. So before the match, we get a promo just showing them kind of behind the scenes and training. Tozawa says that his biggest dream is to be in WWE. So why haven't they signed him? I'm sure I heard that they had, but he's not been announced for the Cruiserweight division on Raw, unless he's going to spring up in NXT. I'm also hearing reports that he hasn't actually signed. As I said, every week I say this, that it sounds messy to me. It seems like they've got all these talented guys over with the intention of signing them, but some of them just simply don't want to. Some of them have got other arrangements and engagements, and I don't know where the truth is in all of that, but they should absolutely snap Tozawa up if they've got any chance of making this kind of Cruiserweight division succeed. Some of the names in the Cruiserweight division don't excite me that much, if I'm being brutally honest. The ones that have gone on to Raw, they need Ibushi, they need Tozawa, so they could do with a Jack Gallagher actually to offer something different, because I don't believe that Zack Sabre Jr. is going to sign either. So, but anyway, that's in the future. Let's talk about how fantastic this match was. I realised as well that other than Kota Ibushi, I don't know anyone's music. When the music hits, I haven't got a clue who's coming out. Anyway, the match starts. It was like an arm drag takedown party. They were both running into the ropes, trying to shoulder barge each other down, and there was a real kind of anything you can do, I can do better kind of start to this match. Big drop kick by Gran Metalik, and the drop kick was so well done because he throws Tozawa into the ropes, and Tozawa, as he's coming off the ropes, goes straight into this drop kick. Literally as soon as he threw him, jumped up and he was ready. He had to kind of hang in the air, and I think he delivers it when he's on his way down. He jumps that early. I thought he'd mistimed it, but it was fine, and it looked really good. Springboard, drop kick, and a suicide dive. Really nice figure four leg lock as well. Tozawa is one of the best sellers in the business, and I've said this in previous rounds. Gran Metalik was doing a lot of stuff to Tozawa, and certainly that figure four is just screaming in pain, and you're really buying into the match. It really helps with you investing into what's going on. I thought it was really good work from Tozawa. Two suicide dives from Tozawa, one after the other. They literally put it all out there. They were doing anything and everything they could to get the victories. Springboard back elbow from Gran Metalik was actually interrupted because Tozawa delivers this drop kick as Gran Metalik's coming back. The action in these matches just put everything to shame. There is nothing that can hang with these guys on Raw, on SmackDown, on NXT. They're in a league of their own. If you want to see the best wrestling, you have to watch the CWC, but you know that. It was an awesome match. At this point, there's more happening in this match than what I can write down. I always know that I'm watching a fantastic match if the pace is quick and so much is happening that I haven't even got a chance to stop watching and writing it down. And that is what this match was. There was kicks, there was aerial attacks, the biggest hurricanrana I think I've ever seen, and the closest 2 count I've ever seen as well. I swear to God they counted 3. I don't know how Tozawa got out of that fight forever chance by this point. The pacing of the match is wonderful. German suplex, everyone was waiting for him to hit it. As soon as he hit it, he hits the German, and then he grabs him, deadlift. This is what he's known for doing. picks Gran Metali up, holds him there, bang, another German. It looked a little weak, to tell the truth. I wanted more snap on it, and it got the 2 count. I don't think anyone's actually kicked out of that yet until this point. Big moment. This is awesome chance. Tozawa getting a package German attempt, but it was reversed, and the Metalik driver wins it for Gran Metalik. And you can see on here I wrote the words upset, because for me it really was an upset. It was a big upset. I really thought Tozawa was going to go through. I thought we were going to have Tozawa against Zack Sabre, with the winner going up against Kota Ibushi in the other kind of round, and I didn't know which way they would go, Tozawa or Zack Sabre. Tozawa's out, and now it's Gran Metalik against either Noam Dar or Zack Sabre Jr. Big match, great match, fantastic match. As I said, probably my 3rd favourite match of the CWC, and I had no idea how the main event was going to follow it. I think it does. Not for in-ring action though. It certainly, the pace quickens towards the end. Some wonderful moments. Daniel Bryan just elevates this match, and certainly what happens after as well. But I can't say that this was a better match than Tozawa against Gran Metalik. That if I had to go back and watch one, that would be the match I would watch. Brian Kendrick says this is his last chance, and I think a large part of why this match couldn't reach the levels of the first match for me is because I know Brian Kendrick's going into the Raw Cruiserweight division. That has already been announced. So when he's talking about how this could be his last chance, it's all or nothing. And even that bit after where, you know, he's in tears and Daniel Bryan's giving him the hug and all that kind of stuff, it couldn't really deliver what I wanted it to deliver, because I know he's on the Raw Cruiserweight division. I know that he's going to be absolutely fine. So it just took the edge off, which is a real shame, because I think this would have really been up there, even higher. And don't get me wrong, I really hold this match in high regard. Kota Ibushi, the best in the CWC, against Brian Kendrick. Golden Triangle moonsault from Ibushi. Loved Kendrick putting Ibushi's leg in the railings, trying to get a count-out victory. I wish he'd have done something a little more than just put the leg in, like, you know, tied the laces or anything. Yeah, it was a bit weak because Ibushi was out after like a count of 2. But I did like the attempt. Lots of strikes. Small package attempt by Brian Kendrick. Oh my god, this German suplex. That German suplex from the top rope by Kota Ibushi is one of the best moments in the CWC. It was vicious. I thought it was done. I've never seen that before. It was incredible. A German suplex off the second rope, off the ropes. It's like a springboard kind of German suplex thing. It was wonderful. But the bully choke was applied as well. A burning hammer for a 2 count. How is that not banned? He literally drops him on his neck, on his head. It's like, I mean, have we forgotten about concussions? It's just, I don't know what they said to him. Is it like, yeah, just go out there and kill yourselves? Go out there, kill yourselves, and the fans will love it. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm worried for him, but I'm not complaining. Missed Phoenix Splash into another bully choke as well. Roll up for a 2. Massive Enziguri. And then this went into a Golden Star Powerbomb. Ibushi wins. I wasn't surprised that Ibushi won it. He's, as I said, been the best in this tournament. But I love how they were both lying flat out at the end of the match. Like, they literally had both given everything. And as I said, very similar to the first match. So much is happening. I couldn't even write it all down. And this week we only had 2 matches, but there was that much in there. I couldn't keep up with it. The pace, you know, it was slower in this at the start, but certainly picked up. And by the end of the match, it was well up there. It was, you know, fantastic. I'd say this was in my top 10. maybe my top 5. I don't know. I'd have to go back and watch my reviews and see what my thoughts were on some of the other matches. I know my top 3 is pretty much set in stone, but this really was up there. It was a fantastic week for the CWC. No match of the year contenders again. I don't see how anything can overtake Cedric Alexander, Kota Ibushi for me. That for me is my match of the year out of every match I've seen. I absolutely loved it. But yeah, what really kind of helped this was that moment, as we said, so you think the show's finished, it's like join us next week when you'll see the next matches in the quarterfinal, and then it comes back. You got Brian Kendrick in tears. Daniel Bryan sounded like he was getting upset on commentary, and Bryan actually comes down, jumps in the ring, big hug between the two of them, hands held aloft. It was a wonderful moment. It was wonderful with the crowd chanting, "Thank you, Bryan." It was wonderful. It really was. As I said, what just took the edge off it is the fact that I knew this wasn't the last we were going to be seeing of Brian Kendrick, and it was the fact that he is going to be on Raw, but it was still amazing, as I said. So yeah, awesome. We knew it was going to get good, but it just continues to deliver, and can't wait for next week to see who's going to go through. So is it going to be TJ Perkins or Rich Swann in what will be an amazing match? Winner of that will face Kota Ibushi. And is it going to be Zack Sabre Jr. or Noam Dar? Winner of that is going to face Gran Metali. And as I said, a real shocker. I honestly thought it'd be Tozawa. So yeah, can't wait. Awesome. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm sure you did. I don't see any way you didn't. But I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Give the video a like if you liked it. You can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Wrestling Days UK. And join me next week for what will surely be another fantastic show. Hopefully a fantastic review of a fantastic show. Awesome. Thanks a lot, guys. See you next time.